All right, guys, so if this starts to look like some kind of weird alien cyborg thing, you know you're on the right track. Yeah, this is really cool. This is gonna work out really, really good. A fan of your choice. A small one like this with plenty of power is gonna work really, really well. That's what I'm gonna be using. This smaller tubing is preferred. If you have some that's a little bit bigger, that's fine. But what we're doing is basically forcing air through here. And I'm gonna have a bunch of frozen items in here, which are already ready to go inside this awesome freezer right here. And so by doing that, you're constricting the space. This is just like how a radiator or an intercooler works in a car. And this is what is missing on all of these other things that I see out there. And possibly some other people have done exactly this too. I don't care. I'm not going to go on YouTube and start looking for other people that have done things that I think of, because that's just really demotivating. Cardboard is not going to be a good long-term solution just because there will be some condensation, because this is going to work so well. You want to get something here that you can just basically tape around here and make a little funnel and, you know, vent it down into there. Now, if you have a bucket, you can just cut it. And, you know, I've got buckets laying around everywhere here. So if you cut a bucket and then, you know, draw down one end of it, you can make a funnel pretty easily, put that on there. That's going to be plastic, no mold or anything is going to grow. But I'm going to just use whatever I have. I mean, I've got so much stuff here. I've made so many cool, crazy things. Let's see, put that around there. I don't know. Cold air, cold air, cold air. Don't have an air conditioning? No problem at all. This piece of expanded metal you just saw me grab, I just went ahead and wrapped it right around here. Very simple. Make sure your plastic sheathing on your cable, their wire's not getting cut, because this stuff is very sharp on the edges if you're going to be using expanded metal, which I do recommend because this is going to work really, really well. So as you can see, even right when I just start wrapping that around, this end is already coming down. It's like naturally wanting to make a funnel shape. Perfect, easy. It's staying right where I need it. This is a little bit snug, so it's going to fit in there once I just bend that around, and the rest is easy, man. Really, you guys, this is just awesome. Now you're forcing air through as much square footage as you can in the shortest amount of space. Again, think just like a radiator or intercooler in a car. If you do happen to have your own little laboratory, then awesome. You're gonna have all kinds of cool little goodies laying around that you can use. So for example, I've got this piece of wire, and I'm not just gonna rely on that one little bend I made there in the expanded metal to hold it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this wire in there too, wrap that around, bend that in there. You could use little clips, those little plastic tie clips. I've got some of those laying around somewhere. All right, cool, let's get this. Wrap your duct tape around there, duct tape, and don't worry about missing any spots, because that's gonna be very easy to just come in and put pieces of tape on there. Consistent piece though going around is going to add to your structural integrity here. And make sure you get the bottom as well, because air is just like water in that it's going to want the path of least resistance. So don't give it that option. Easy peasy. It's cool that you can make something, you know, in 5 minutes that's going to provide you comfort for hours and hours and hours. And actually, I mean, just depending on, you know, your situation, you could use this thing every year, all year, you know. It's just so cool. I love stuff like that. The duct tape will be fine. No mold is going to grow on that. So I've got 16 certifications on different things of building and designing. So what mold is doing is it's grabbing onto any cellulose material. So cardboard, wood, any kind of fibers, materials, it's gonna grow. And what it's literally doing is just eating it away. And that's why you have like rot on woods or on decks, and it's gonna rot away, and you're gonna get holes, and you're gonna fall through. It's actually a fungus, and it's actually consuming the cellulose material. So like on drywall, if you see mold, it's only on the paper face of the drywall. It's not going to actually get into the gypsum itself. This tape has no cellulose material on it. It's not going to mold at all. If some spores happen to cling onto it, and then they're growing or spreading a little bit because of the moisture in the air, it's a possibility, but it's not going to deteriorate anything. There's nothing here for it to eat. As soon as that moisture would go away, basically those spores go dormant, and they're not going to hurt anything. There's billions and billions of spores in the air everywhere, all around. So yeah, filling in these gaps. Don't have to worry about mold on any of this stuff here. I've explained that to you. So okay, let me finish this part up. We'll have some cold air. I know it's hard to tell sometimes in videos because of editing and everything, but honestly, this took me 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do this. My aluminum tubing here is from a dryer, and so it's already got this plastic clip on here, and it's got these little parts sticking up from it, and that just works out perfect for me because it sticks through the expanded metal that I've already got on here as a snug fit. So, you know, I don't even have any tape on this yet, and it wants to stay there, so that's going to work out really good in this instance. Use whatever you can to your advantage, like a ninja. Like a ninja. Okay, so that's it. If you do use expanded metal, make sure you tape up everything really good and don't leave any corners because this stuff is sharp, especially if you have kiddos around. Let's go and pick up this alien contraption and plug it in. I want to put it on high. There we go. Oh yeah, can feel that sucking through. I'm not sure how effective that is in showing you. Well, trust me, it's working really good. The final step in the freezer. These are all my ideas and all the different things I've got. There's a lot. I'll grab some of these. So you can see I've got plenty of them. Frozen. And this is obviously something you want to use here versus ice cubes for obvious reasons. This is what makes it so nice because you can put these down in there, expand it out, and that's sitting down inside there. This one in there, expand it out, it's sitting down in there. There you go. You can still feel that air pulling through, and you just set this up in your room. Another little benefit is that having this all covered, insulated like that, is that it's pretty quiet. There you go. 5-minute air conditioner. Lasts for hours and hours. The bottles are sitting inside here, and all these rings are sitting up against those bottles. Feel that metal right there.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
That is.
So all these rings are going to be ice cold. It's just going to get colder and colder as it sits, and that air is being drawn through here. And you're like, well, what's with the flare? Just so I could show you temperatures. I need to charge it, I guess. Okay, apparently I need to charge this. So I am charging the FLIR right now. So I think what we're gonna do is a follow-up video for you guys. But you feel this? I mean, it's blowing out like an air conditioner. Never mind my extremely dirty floor. I've got 3 dogs I have to deal with. We like to rescue them, save them. Besides the point, so this really feels cold. Here, come feel this.
That is a difference.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? So I was gonna say, think about the air conditioner in your car. You know when you turn on the vent? That's exactly what this is right there. It's so simple. Then you can feel these rings and they're just ice cold. So the more you can do with this, if you have more tube, the better. Because you're drawing that through, again, like a radiator. The more you can do a whole nother tube on here with a few more bottles is not gonna hurt. This will keep a whole, trailer, camper cool for sure. It'll keep a whole room cool. It's awesome. I'll stop talking. You can take it, yeah.
I'm getting cold from